All right, all right. Radio check, radio check. We got music. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, this is what happens when you give somebody toys. Well, radio check, everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight. You know what time it is. 15th of the month. It's when we check and make sure that everybody's doing all right. I'm going to tone this down a little. How about look. Oh, man, that is wonderful.
What a way to start the show, brother. I mean, happy 15 August, bro.
You got to get the blood pumping. But, yeah, 15 August. Bro, I don't know where time is going, but every time we get together on these, obviously every 2 weeks, that's how the paycheck felt. We didn't know what happened between the 1st and the 15th. But welcome, everybody. I see several of you are on already. Thank you for joining us tonight. Don't be shy. Get on the comments and tell us, you know, who's in here and where you're joining us from. I see I have a scrolling happy belated Coast Guard birthday. We're just gonna take care of that right there. They already had their birthday. The next one's coming up. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, talk about some happy days and happy songs. You know, a couple of days after we met on August 1st, the 10th was the milestone passing of the PACT Act. That was the passage of Sergeant First Class Robinson, and it was honored on the 10th of August. You know, it guarantees care and benefits for veterans of all operations who suffer from exposure of burn pits and other toxins while serving in country. An incredible triumph back in the 10th of August. So just want to give a shout out to everybody who's made that happen. We had a great guest. He did a great ambassador, great advocate of veterans, DJ Reyes, and he also was instrumental in helping that act get passed. So that was on the 10th. But here we are on the 15th. So what's going on these next couple weeks before the 1st? August 26th is Women's Equality Day, a day to remind us of all the hurdles overcome by historic women who face violence and discrimination that propel their women movement forward. So happy Women's Equality Day, August 26th. I'm wearing this shirt because this is the 59th anniversary coming up on August 28th, of 1963, 59 years, the March of Washington. It's all about jobs and freedom. So again, next year is the big 6-0, but this is 59 on August 28th. And on August 30th, those in Florida know all about this, it's National Beach Day. So for those out there, sunshine, rainbows, and sand, we get it here in Florida.
Every day here.
Exactly. But for everybody else in the country, August 30th is National Beach Day, folks.
All right. And hey, August has been pretty hot across all places. I was in Texas, and it was plumb hot. As a matter of fact, we got a couple of Texans with us. John Minyard, still talking about Texas barbecue. As a matter of fact, he came in like that. He said Texas barbecue
coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Love to have you, brother. And Rashad Gunter, a fellow EBV classmate, number 15.
Out,
best class ever. Thank you, Rashad, for being with us tonight. We appreciate you. And everybody else, don't be shy. Get in there. Start talking about freezing here in Australia. Thomas, thank you for joining me tonight here on Radio Tech. Yeah. Different parts of the world, different climates and different times in their seasons. So he said he's freezing in Australia.
Well, hey, brother, stay warm over there. We got some sunshine. We sending your way through Radio Check, folks. Always on the 1st and 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a chance for us to communicate with our first responder, our military community. You know, it's all about, sharing the love and talk about the quotes. I thought this one was fitting about love sharing, right? Bob Marley said this: love the life you live the life you love. Bob Marley. Yes, sir. That's a good
You,
one indeed. I love that one,
yeah,
bro.
you have to do that. You have to do it. Um,
Love the life you live, brother. Live the life you love. Watch out
and
now.
folks, though, this show is structured around the ability. Thank you, Thomas. Enjoy the heat. He says, we will, and we hope the heat returns to you soon. Um, so this week, so the show is specifically targeted towards military community and first responder community. All those that would like to join, like Thomas, he's a contract manager over there in Australia. Appreciate you always supporting me in one way or another. But it was made so that we could facilitate an opportunity for folks to be able to reach out, have a platform where they can reach out and get assistance or get to talk to somebody. And sometimes these are the only avenues they get. And I'll tell you that this last week, unfortunately, and we're going to be stepping into September in 15 days, where we start, focusing on suicide awareness the whole month, and then the suicide awareness week, and so we're getting into that season. But unfortunately, this last not today, last week Monday, I got word of a friend of mine that committed suicide.
Mm.
Um, so and that was not the only one. There was another one, and I'm like, what in the world's going on? Um, you know, uh, you just never ever know. And you know, sometimes we get into these events in our lives, and then it keys us in. Man, I could have this. I you know, what did it cost me to send a message? What did it cost me all this time, right? And so I immediately went back to when was the last time I spoke to him? When was the last time that I wrote? And it was about a month ago. And some people go farther than that before they reach out to some people. When people go silent, it's not always good, folks.
Hmm.
Sometimes, I'll be like, hey, I'm not touching my phone for the next 3 days or whatever. I'll do that for myself and say, forget it. Sometimes it lasts a day. Sometimes it don't even last a whole day. But sometimes I do. I just put it away. Um, some, but you know your people. You know your people. You know those around you. If you haven't talked to somebody in quite a while, um, check up on them. That's as simple as that. I don't think that there was anything that anyone in particular could have done to prevent this from happening. But we will always be left with, man, it was a month, 30 days. I could have, you know, the last 30 days, I could have said something, right? It doesn't mean that it would have changed the situation. But if you have an opportunity, reach out to folks. You just never know.
Well, thanks for sharing, Enrique. Definitely hearts go out to the family and prayers go out to family because they left behind,
Yeah,
picking up the pieces that
yeah.
this young soul decided to extinguish himself. And it's sad to hear. And I share this, I think, quote is fitting for this point is by Maya Angelou. She says, you will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. And this gentleman decided to become defeated. But yes, we all face many defeats in life, and the goal is for all of us to persevere. Don't let it get to yourself to the point of extinguishing your own light. And we hope out there, you, as Enrique mentioned, reach out, send a message. Tell folks you matter, you're worth it. Just checking on you, saying hello. This is all about also what we're doing here, checking in on our brothers and sisters. So hearts again goes out to that family and those families that are unfortunately broken right this minute. But Again, we love to know where you're calling in from. Thank you for those that calling in from back in Texas and all the way from down under in Australia. We appreciate y'all being here every 1st and 15th. We're doing this. And the fellow EVB. Uh,
EBV, come
in
on,
the
let's
in
get
the house, in the house. So
it.
15
Number
August.
15.
Yep.
They're never gonna get another class like that. I'm just
Oh
gonna tell you right
Lord,
now.
there we go.
Hey, Rashad. Hey, brother, am I right or am I right? No, it was a wonderful time, and you know, we had spoken about the fact that I was going. Wonderful time, entrepreneurship course, made for veterans, and we had a great class, a lot of diverse, uh, you know, industries were represented there, and you know, seeing the development of folks from day one to, you know, to when we leave in such a short period of time was a great experience. It's not the only time we've seen stuff like that because Vince and I trained. We were instructors. We've facilitated classes, so we get to see that, you know, day one and day 10 or whatever evolution of time that passes and the growth that folks get or actually show by the time they're gone. But it was nice to see that. You know, we did have a lot of good grub. I'll tell you that. But I go back to John. John, brother, we're gonna have to try it again, bro. That's all it is.
That's right. And speaking of that, we have to do this right here. We have
Oh,
to
oh yes, vote. He got
vote.
his sticker. I put mine on my laptop.
Yeah, we're gonna vote as we're doing right now for the next incumbent folks looking into being in either Congress or in your own county. Hence why, you know, August 28th is March of Washington. So don't forget that another reason they were out there is your right to do this, your right to
Yep.
vote. And hopefully, John, soon we can do this for the barbecue. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
know that
We're
Enrique and
dying
I
to.
are dying to do this
We're
right here,
dying.
brother.
I'm hungry,
Ah,
brother. I'm hungry. But no, I always stay hungry.
that's a fact.
That's a fact. But yeah, so um, share that first quote that you mentioned, Vince. I'd like to talk about that a little.
You talk
Um,
about Bob Marley's one or Maya
yes,
Angelou?
yes, yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. It's Bob Marley said this: "Love the life you live,
Mm,
and live the life you love."
mm. Two different things. Two different things. Love the life you live, and you know it. You know, and I bring this out just to kind of talk about a little bit about you know, the things that kind of John put a link. Oh, chairman of the board of the Love Hope Ranch. Yeah, that's the equestrian the veteran equestrian kind of
That
facility where they help rehabilitate and you know, you deal with the horses, and it's a real good uh a real good initiative. He's saying, and if anyone just needs to talk and needs assistance, please reach out to me. John is a consummate um, mentor and friend. So thanks for that, John. I appreciate that. Um, so you know, love the life you live. There are a variety of facets of life that, you know, maybe it's not too nice and enjoyable, but for the most part, right? You know, I get up in the morning, and the very first thing I'm conscious of is that I actually got to open my eyes.
Mhm.
You know, and we are all human, so we all have experienced a death somehow. You know, but when it's not your turn, you got to be grateful. Yeah, you know, and so I hope that for those out there listening, you are loving the life that you are living. Um, but if not, then start living the type of life that you actually want, right? So the point there is that you have a choice. You have a choice that if it's not if it is a lemon, slice that puppy in half, get yourself a bucket of water, some sugar, and have a ball. It's hot out here in Florida, so I would love me some some
Fresh
lemonade.
squeezed
Yeah,
lemonade.
freshly squeezed. Hey, we get a lot of freshly squeezed orange juice.
Yeah,
Uh,
citrus.
but
For sure.
uh, but the lemon, and so you have a choice, and that's the point. The point is, in that quote, and coming up on the month that we're headed into, and the situations that have occurred here in on my side of the world, uh, you have an opportunity, even if living that life is not so nice. You have a choice.
Absolutely. And for those just tuning in again, I said August 30th, which is coming up. We understand what this day always means to us. But it's National Beach Day. So, folks,
Mhm.
enjoy the beach. It is a Tuesday on the 30th, but you could do it that last weekend, or you could just come to Florida and do it every day. So,
That's right.
talk about choice. You have a choice too. All the way from Australia, come on down and from down under and living a little bit in the Sunshine State. You're cold, but here you're going to get toasty hot and warm. So,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
And John says, live life with a passion and don't settle. That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
Yeah, settling, unless you're getting $1 million
Or two.
or two, depending on what kind of settling. But in life in general, and I'm just making just in life in general, yeah, don't settle. Especially when you haven't achieved what you think you could, or you haven't attained that which you think that you are deserving of. Keep going down the road.
Exactly.
John said, Vince, I am sending you some Texas barbecue sauce. Bring your own meat, beef, chicken, whatever. He's gonna send you the sauce. So you
Man.
know what you are missing. Well,
I-
hey, John, I appreciate it because you send him the sauce and he provides the meat. Then all I gotta do is show up.
nah, and then Enrique cooks it, John. So that's good. We got a plan. I got
See,
the meat, he cooks, and I dip the sauce. Thanks, John. We got a plan.
you got a plan. I fell right into that one, man.
Woohoo! Yeah, he did. You don't know. But speaking of living, in that folk to not be satisfied or don't be content where you at, and always know that stretching yourself, you have to somewhat get uncomfortable, and sometimes the most uncomfortable learning is the most powerful. So that's where growth happens, folks. Don't just be satisfied where you're status quo. Push yourself somewhat. Get a team, get a cadre of folks to, just to bounce ideas off of and help you look through those lenses that you still haven't seen through. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel, especially in those darkest moments. And the uncomfort zone, that's where the power lies. Growth, folks. We always about growth. Keep going, keep marching on, keep hope alive, and we're here for you. We're cheering you on. Enrique and Vince, all day, every day, without and with barbecue sauce.
That's right. And I just tell John, I said, I don't think Vince know how to use that. but
Don't get it twisted.
hey, but boy, I will cook. I will cook. And what
Well,
Vince don't know is that I love cooking.
oh,
So I'll be
wow.
there. I'll be cooking.
All right. Well, we got a date, John. We'll have to send you a video once we get the barbecue sauce.
Yes. Hey, talking about barbecue sauce and talking about, what t-shirt y'all got Vet Ticks on.
Mm,
If you don't know about Vet Ticks, you better find out.
yes,
They've
indeed.
they've partnered with a lot of what they do, right? It's provide tickets to events for military families, and they've done such a great job. Hey, even the parks out here in Florida, they have tickets for, right? So
Mhm.
a great organization, but they've also partnered with the likes of Veterati, which is a mentorship platform for those transitioning. GovX, if you don't know about GovX, I had a GovX t-shirt, I think the last time we did it. But GovX is a military apparel, wear, glasses. I've gotten knives from them. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that they have, but military gear. And so they've partnered with a lot of other organizations to continue to provide these things, tickets for families. But we were talking about sauce. I just want to make sure that I talk about VetTix. We'll make sure to add them to the comments later on. But talk about sauce, Mutt Sauce. Mutt Sauce was on our show.
Linda, yeah, from the Air Force.
Scales, Air Force. My sister, hey, I'm gonna make sure she gets tagged on here real quick. But hey, that is some stuff.
I know,
and
that's right.
and over the Christmas holidays, this last Christmas holiday, they let out the bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. It's still in my cupboard. I cracked it open. I'm like, little by little. That's gold. That's gold right there.
I'm telling you. So we're gonna have to cook it up. John says he can teach you, Vince.
The one who's cooking, John, is Enrique. Don't get it twisted. I'm just purchasing.
But it's all good. I'm gonna make sure Charlinda gets in there in the comments.
Yeah,
as well as
and Enrique talk about VetTix, folks. It could be sporting events, it could be comedies. It definitely, I took advantage, and we went to Circus du Soleil. So they offer Broadway, off-Broadway shows, depending where you are in the country. It's a great opportunity for you and your family to enjoy based on your service. You get these tickets free, folks. It's kind of like a lottery, though, to get them. But once you got them, it's yours, and you definitely enjoy the show and share the love back to VetTix and display a banner that you at the event you were at, and it just shows how much great things they're doing. All those folks that donated all these tickets, thank you, and VetTix provided the platform to deliver them. So thank you, everybody out there doing those great things, giving us a chance to enjoy those shows and those pastimes that we sometimes can't afford. So thank you.
Yeah, so I added them to the comments. So if you're interested in VetTix or Mutt Sauce, give them a holler and connect with them, Charlinda, and follow their pages. Doing great things.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, folks, we're just always excited hearing from folks anywhere from Texas or Australia, and everyone else that's out there. Just don't be scared. Tell us where you're at. It's just an opportunity to, as you said, bridge together, come together. The bricks that we put are to create bridges, not walls, folks. So we're creating bridges every day, and we want to let you know that we're there for you. We can support. We got resources. We know of some. If you need some, we just shared 2 right there, barbecue and VetTix. And hopefully those out there don't forget to vote, folks, to vote, because, again, March 28th is the 59th anniversary of the March on Washington. It was all about, as you know, jobs, freedom of discrimination. Those folks walk to vote and help us understand the value of it. So I hope you all are voting very soon as well.
Hey, John says, do you guys have any Radio Check swag?
Woo.
John, don't start. This head don't stop, bro. I already see it. So
right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that. That would be nice.
I think Santa has our swag in the bag.
Santa has it. Let's hope.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude was cheap last year. I don't know what
happened. We got to go give us a barbecue from Florida, hopefully.
But yeah, no, we'll look into that. Definitely for the variety of things that we do together, Vince and I. But a good point. Maybe we'll give some stickers out,
and we'll wear the shirts. Thanks, John.
But no, and folks, we're coming up on 25 minutes now. It's about a half-hour show, but we want to make sure that we give the opportunity for folks to come together, even if it's over this this platform. And we get a couple of chuckles and laughs, but we really want to make sure that someone has an avenue to reach out. And there's been, it's been a fluctuation between 7 and 9 people come in. I love seeing those numbers. I appreciate y'all chiming in as well. And like Vince had mentioned earlier, we are here, for you guys. And hey, John said I can help, and then we can donate proceeds to a different organization.
Ooh.
John, we got a conversation, and Vince is going to make sure to coordinate that so that we can find out what that can help means. But I appreciate all the help that John and his Fantel Services provides, not only to us as a group, but to his community. Thanks for that, brother.
Absolutely. And as the quote says, folks, love the life you live the life you love. Bob Marley.
All right. Now, if I had some Jamaican music, I'll be playing it right now. But what's going to happen is we're going to play this one. Because that's how we started. And that's how we're going to finish. Folks, thank you for being with us tonight for this this rendition of the 15th Radio Check. Look for us, 1st and 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 1900 for you guys that are still talking military. We're always here. We're going to always be here. So tune in, share it with your friends, with your fellow veterans, fellow first responders, and anyone that would like to participate and come on. But last parting words, Vince.
We'll see everybody on the 1st. Have a great August 15th. Enjoy the beach day on August 30th.